Good morning students. Welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya Matriculation online class. Children, in today's session we are going to discuss about dihybrid cross, inheritance of two genes and law of independent assortment. Dihybrid cross involves the inheritance of two pairs of contrasting characteristics at the same time. In the monohybrid cross, Mendel chosen single trait, that is the height of the plant. But in the case of dihybrid cross, Mendel selected two different characters, that is shape and color of the seeds. He took two plants, one is with round shaped yellow color seeds and other plant with wrinkled and green color seeds. When we have learned the previous session, we studied Mendel had chosen 7 pairs of contrasting characters for his experiment. One of the contrasting character is seed shape, another one is seed color. In that seed shape, he considered two different seeds. Some of the pea seeds were round and some were wrinkled. Wrinkled means that is rough surface. The surface of the seed is rough. So, he considered round is the dominant character and wrinkled seed is recessive character. In seed color, he found some of the cotyledons were yellow in color and some cotyledons were green in color. Then he concluded yellow color cotyledon is dominant trait and green color cotyledon is recessive trait. We know the dominant, how he found out the dominant and recessive trait. The character which is expressed in the F1 generation is considered as dominant trait and the character which one suppressed or not expressed in the F1 generation is considered as recessive trait. So, he considered round is dominant over wrinkled and yellow is dominant over green. So, in his experiment, he selected two parents. One parent is round yellow seeded plant. Another parent is wrinkled green seeded plant. The genotype of the round yellow is capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. The reason we know that is dominant. Dominant always denoted by capital letter. So, round, capital A, pair of alleles responsible for a particular trait. So, for round shape, alleles capital R is responsible. That's why the round yellow is denoted by capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Yellow color is dominant. That's why it is denoted by the alleles capital Y, capital Y. Okay. Then another parent wrinkled green. So the wrinkled is recessive. That's why it is denoted by small r and the green, that is also recessive, that is denoted by small y. So in his experiment, dihybrid experiment, Mendel selected two plants. One parent is round yellow. It is denoted by capital R, capital Y. Another parent is wrinkled green. It is denoted by the genotype is small r, small y. In dihybrid cross experiment, Mendel selected pure breeding pea plant. Pure breeding means plants producing the same trait generation after generation. As I told you, in this experiment, he selected two parents, round yellow seeded parent and wrinkled green seeded parent, both are pure breeding varieties. That means the round yellow parent always producing round yellow seeds generation after generation. Wrinkled green plant always producing wrinkled green seeds generation after generation. That's why it is called as pure breeding varieties. So he chosen one pure breeding round yellow plant as well as pure breeding wrinkled green plant. This is considered as parental generation. He crossed these two plants. In the first generation, he got all the offsprings with round and yellow seeds. That is the dominant trait. There is no wrinkled green seeds in the F1 generation. Now he got the F1 generation. So the F1 generation is capital R small r, capital Y small y. Since the capital R and capital Y is in this genotype, it is dominant trait, round yellow seeded offsprings. From these F1 offsprings, Mendel raised the F2 generation, second generation. For that, he crossbred the F1 generated offspring by self-pollination. That's why. That means he crossed capital R, capital Y, small y with another F1 offspring. That genotype is capital R, capital Y, small y. We know these are the parental trait now. Now he obtained gametes. Gametes are half the number of chromosomes from the parent. So, gametes shall find out. Gametes are here. The capital R, capital Y, small y. This is one parent. He crossed this parent with another capital R, capital Y, small y. So, the parent, this capital R can be combined either with this capital Y as well as with a small y. So, the possible gametes here are capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. You no need to confuse in it. Here, this capital R is there, no? This capital R can be combined with capital Y as well as can combine with small y. In the same way, the small r is there, no? This small r also can be combined with capital Y and can be combined with small y. So, he got 4 kinds of male gametes and 4 kinds of female gamete in the equal proportion. So, the capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. This is the gametes of one parent. We shall consider this parent as male parent. In the same way, this is the female parent. So, from the female parent also, he got the same kind of 4 gametes. Now, let us find out the various combinations that can be possible in each parent through Punnett square. Punnett square, this is Punnett square. The Punnett square consists of 4 rows and 4 columns. Mention these 4 gametes from one parent. The 4 gametes from male parent at the topmost columns and 4 gametes from the female gametes in the leftmost columns. Now let us fuse the gametes. Genotype of offsprings in the Punnett square. We know round is dominant over wrinkled, yellow is dominant over green. So first, for round and yellow genotype, it must contain at least one capital R and one capital Y. So let's find wherever at least one capital R and one capital Y is there. In the first row, you can see all the 4 contains capital R, capital Y. The second row, the first and third columns contain capital R, capital Y. Third row, first cell and second cell. Fourth row, first cell. So now count how many capital R, capital Y is there? 9. Totally 9 capital R, capital Y is there. So this trait is yellow round. Next, for round and green genotype must contain at least one capital R and both small y. One capital R and both small y. The third row, third cell, and third row, fourth cell, fourth row, third cell. So the round green genotype are 3. Next, let's find wrinkled yellow. For wrinkled yellow, at least one capital Y and both small r must be there. One capital Y and both small r. Second row, second cell. Second row, fourth cell. Fourth row, second cell. So the wrinkled yellow, totally 3. Then at last, wrinkled green. For wrinkled green, both small y and small r must be there. Only one, the last cell, the fourth row, last cell, small r, small y. So that is wrinkled green. So here in the Mendel's dihybrid cross, F1 generation, he got all the offsprings were round yellow, that is the parental trait only. In the F2 generation, he got 4 different types of traits, in which 2 traits were parental trait, that is yellow round and green wrinkled. These 2 are parental trait, and he got 2 new traits also, that is yellow wrinkled, green round. So the ratio of each phenotype of seeds in the F2 generation is 9:3:3:1. 9 yellow round, 3 yellow wrinkled traits, 3 green round traits, 1 green wrinkled traits. So this is the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. Based on these observations, Mendel concluded, though 2 pairs of characteristics combined in the F1 generation, they behave separately in the subsequent generation. That means the F1 offspring, we studied capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Their different characters were combined. Capital R, that is round, small r, that is wrinkled. That 2 are combined. In the same way, capital Y, small y were there. Capital Y for yellow, small y for green. So, in the F1 generation, they combined, but while during the F2 generation, when the gamete formed, these alleles separated and formed different alleles. So capital R, small r were combined in the F1 offsprings. During the gamete formation, they separated and joined with other genes and formed different alleles. With this, Mendel formulated the law of inheritance. The second law of inheritance, that is law of independent assortment. Independent assortment states that in case of inheritance of 2 or more pairs of characters simultaneously, the factors or genes of one pair are sought out independently of the other pair. So here in the F1 offsprings, the genotype was capital R small r, capital Y small y. There are different factors were there. Capital R, that is responsible for round, small r for wrinkled, capital Y for yellow, small y for green. So different factors were there. When gamete formation, that capital R and small r were separate and form different gametes. Capital R were separated from the small r, the capital Y was separated from the small y and forms different gametes. That's why this law states that in case of inheritance of two or more pairs of characters simultaneously, the factors or genes of one pair separate out independently of the other pair. Thank you.